Alright guys, so I'm going to be doing a short little winter series on my E36. It's going to be going through a lot of little maintenance updates before the 2017 Autocross season for me. I've already gotten started on it. It's the first thing I did were tie rods. So as you can see, these are new Miley HD tie rods, both the outer and the inner assemblies. So there's not much to see with these tie rods, but I'll just give you a good look around anyway. So those boots, still kept the original boots. Don't know how old they are, but kept those around. Use zip ties to secure them again because it doesn't really matter what you use, and I didn't want to pay for the pinch clamps. So in here, to take it off the, steering rack, you need a 32mm wrench. I used a pipe wrench because it was just too tight from whoever did them. I believe one side was original, maybe both sides, don't really remember. But yeah, I used the pipe wrench to take them off. Then for this, it's a 16mm, and then you're going to need a ball joint separator to knock that off. So the ball joint separator that I used is this little thing right here. It's right from Harbor Freight. I believe it's like a $12 part. Super convenient. It's helped me do this multiple times. Yeah, super reliable. Actually, it won't cut up your dust boots, so if you want to reuse them, this is a good thing to use. And then this is your 32mm wrench that you need. This is actually my water pump wrench. Or not water pump, but my fan clutch tool. So that's that. Then you also have one other part to talk about, which is your locking spring or locking washer for the inner tie rod. You gotta align it correctly because there's this little tab right there that goes towards the steering rack. And then when you're done tightening everything up, you gotta hammer this thinner portion right here down so that the inner tie rod doesn't ever rotate. So that's a quick overview on the tie rods and what I've done so far in the car. Again, the wheels are off and they're going to stay off for the rest of the winters as I work on this car. Step 2 and step 3 are going to be front control arms. What has happened is that somewhere along the line, one control arm got replaced, but the other didn't. So right now I have two mismatched control arms, and it's throwing my alignment off a little bit. I think the right side of the car has a 1 inch longer wheelbase, not 1 inch, probably half an inch, but then it throws off the front axle offset by 1 degree. I think that's where I'm getting my numbers from. Also, the rear end, since this thing has 220,000 miles, I'm going to be doing an entire subframe overhaul. So that just means the subframe bushings are getting replaced, the differential bushings are replaced. I'm checking over the subframe mounts and also the rear trailing arm pockets. And if those things are cracked in any way, then I will be buttoning this thing back up and sending it right off to the shop to get this stuff welded together. Besides that, that should be all the winter maintenance I'm doing to this car. It's still been driving well. So stay tuned, you'll be seeing a couple more videos of me making more progress with this car. Thanks guys.